Hello friends, in this video, 18 chapters and 700 verses of Srimad Bhagwat Gita are for every human being of today's generations, no matter who he is, how to solve each of his problems in life, in relationships, in his career. It has been told that friends, complete 18 chapters have been included here, and before the beginning of each chapter, I will tell you what you will get to learn from it. Then that chapter will be explained to you in very easy language, and after that, I will tell you about all the good results in our life that come from it. Friends, if you think that in Bhagwat Gita it is written only about how to worship God, then you are wrong, because Bhagwat Gita is not just a book or a religious scripture. Rather, it contains the knowledge which is useful for every person living on this earth. This Gita teaches us how dreams can be fulfilled in this world, how our personality is formed, how positive energy can be created, what is happiness, how to find solutions to big problems, how to take decisions, how to overcome the shock of breakup, how to become emotionally stable, and many more. In this journey of life, we all pursue our dreams, desire to accomplish, and it is true that we want to get everything well. Everyone wants to progress fast in their career and dream of becoming a millionaire. We all want to learn a lot in our life, and we try to understand every aspect of life. This Gita tells us the right way to live life. It helps us to know what happens to us after we die, and also tells us how the universe is created and the existence of God. How is it guaranteed? Do we take rebirth? Is this life real or an illusion? But have we thought that to fulfill our dreams, we can achieve success without getting tired, without any guidance, Is our motivation so much? We should be strong and never give up. We have seen many times that whenever we watch a motivational video, our enthusiasm increases, but as soon as we get engaged in our work, our enthusiasm disappears. It happens that we feel lack of motivation while working alone, hence this video can be long, but if we understand the secret given in it, then we will not need to search for any other motivational video, and we will be able to achieve our goal. It will help us to move towards what we want to achieve in our life, but to understand this we have to sit carefully and give time to listen and understand the things in this video, and if you want to leave this video in the middle, then please do so. You should skip it, because incomplete knowledge can be more dangerous than no knowledge, and Lord Sri Krishna has said in Gita that we should not forcefully give secret knowledge to anyone. So friends, answer this question on this earth, which is not only he is the greatest motivational speaker of our present and future of the universe. What is his name? Yes, it is true that he is Lord Sri Krishna. In the battlefield of Mahabharata, Lord Sri Krishna had given such knowledge many ages ago from today's date, which fits perfectly with the lifestyle of the people of the 21st century world today, and the big researchers are surprised to know that how can this happen that after reading the knowledge given in the battlefield of Mahabharata, Mahatma Gandhi, Albert Einstein, and Bay St. Sunita Williams and Swami Vivekananda and many other people changed their lives. Friends, the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita helped a sad and defeated Arjuna, who dropped his bow, save him from the war even before the war of Mahabharata. Made the best winner in your life. When you see yourself moving towards success, then you may feel that you are standing like Arjuna in front of all the problems of your life, and a unique knowledge of Gita is available for you too. And it is your right to understand it and let it guide you in your life. By understanding the unique wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, you will have the amazing realization that this priceless knowledge leads us towards our true objectives. This book may be written in Sanskrit, but you will get the experience in Hindi, English, and other languages also. I will take you to this unique battlefield of Kurukshetra, and here I will explain to you why God had finally decided to give his knowledge. So let us be in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where the Pandavas and the Kauravas are ready for war, and this is where the first part of the Bhagavad Gita begins. Chapter starts with Arjuna Vishad Yoga, i.e. Arjuna's mental dilemma. Friends, before knowing this ultimate knowledge, do write Jai Shri Radha Krishna in the comment, and if you are learning anything from this video, then like the video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and set the bell notification icon to all. Then let's move ahead, friends. From this first chapter, we learn how there are things in our life that stop us from moving forward even though we have a huge wealth of knowledge. We may have the ability, but still we are not able to take the right decision and do not get success in our work. Along with this, we will know how a human being can change to turn dreams into reality. Duryodhana among the Kauravas has happiness in his mind. There were countless expectations. He had a big army. He had great warriors like Guru Dronacharya and Guru Kripakarya. Lord Krishna was also there along with Arjuna, Bhima, and the 5 brothers of Pandavas in the army of Pandavas. Now this war was completely a war between families. Both Pandavas and Kauravas belonged to the same big family, and despite this, everyone had the intention of defeating each other. Arjuna along with Lord Sri Krishna brought his army in front so that he could see which people he had to kill at that moment. Lord Krishna brought Arjuna's chariot to the middle of the field. There in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Dada Bhishma and Guru Dronacharya were standing in front of Arjuna in the army of Kauravas, and Guru Dronacharya had also taught Arjuna how to shoot arrows. Wherever he looked in the field, only the two of them, their family members and the disciples of their gurus were visible. Seeing this scene, Arjuna became very sad and said to Krishna that everyone here is my relatives. I do not want to fight with my own people. If someone could kill me for the sake of this kingdom, what if someone gives away all three people? Then I will not fight a war in which I have to kill my own people. From this first chapter of Gita, we get to learn what real thinking is like. Never know what is the intention of our work, what challenge we will face, and when we face any bad situation we lose our composure and get nervous and forget our real Dharma, even though Arjuna is in the art of war. He was an expert in bow and arrow, and he was the disciple of Guru Dronacharya, who taught me the art of lifting the bow for war, but due to his attachment he was not able to take the right decision of action. From this we get to learn that when we face problems in life, when we are ready to move forward, then we should keep our attachment away from ourselves. Friends, you can understand it in this way. Suppose you have deep love for a person from your heart, but that person does not feel like understanding your love. You should not get attached to get his love, because attachment can be harmful in any form. As long as there is attachment, you cannot fulfill the Dharma of your soul. Second chapter of Gita Sankhya Yoga, i.e. Purusha Prakriti, analyzing man, is made up of 5 numbers: fire, water, soil, air. Ultimately man merges into this. Lord Sri Krishna told Arjuna that the biggest yoga in life is Karma Yoga. From the second chapter of Bhagwat Gita, we learn about emotional stability, soul, death, rebirth, and we get to learn about decision-making. Here we are also told about the biggest causes of anger and their solutions. When Arjuna refused to fight, the charioteer Sri Krishna said, "O Arjuna, what has happened to you suddenly? Such words do not suit the mouth of a great warrior like you. Therefore leave this weakness of your mind and stand up again for the war." On this Arjuna said that it is better to become a beggar than this war, because I have even so there is no important purpose in my life. I do not have the knowledge of right and wrong, so I ask for your guidance. Sri Krishna smiled. Can a person ask for anything from him and he will not give it? This is where the knowledge of Bhagwat Gita begins, which is you should also know and understand the feelings of Arjuna. Sri Krishna said to Arjuna, "Are you suddenly scared? You should not be scared, because these people will die only if you kill them, and you will have to kill them. All these people will be saved from the previous birth and the future. There is no connection with birth. They are as eternal as you. Therefore, just as you change your old clothes and wear new ones, the soul leaves the body. O Arjuna, you cannot revive a dead person, because the control of life and death is only you are with me. It is just a reason for their death, and these people will come to me even after death because they are the body. No, it is the soul, and the soul cannot be destroyed in any way. The soul leaves this body for the next birth. Just as you change your old clothes and wear new ones, in the same way a tortoise transforms itself into itself. In the same way, a person controls his desires. The person who stops thinking about the consequences of all the desires and actions of his mind is called having a stable mind, the one from whose mind every kind of fear, emotion, and anger is eliminated. Man remains calm when we keep thinking about fulfilling our desires. We start liking those desires, then we feel like fulfilling those desires, and when there is any obstacle in fulfilling those desires, then we get angry, and in anger we lose ourselves, and then we forget our karma and dharma and fall below our status. But the person who controls his desires and does not become a slave to them, his conscience remains pure and his sorrows are free. When all his sorrows end, his intellect becomes stable. But the man whose desires and wishes do not go away from his mind can never be at peace, and how can he be happy when he will not be able to get peace? His condition is like a boat which can be taken in any direction as per his wish. Beings with stable mind remain as stable as the ocean, and similar types of beings come to me for shelter after death. Now friends, we come to the reality of this chapter, and there would be many of you who have lost your loved ones. Until date, those of you who have not suffered the death of your loved ones should know that in their life also one day someone dear to them will definitely die. But there is no need to be sad at that time, because God himself has reminded us that even before our life we were not present in this world and after death, and hence we should not be afraid of death, because either we will merge with God forever or we will be reborn, and when everyone will finally meet at one place, then what is the point of lamenting? And this is also the law of nature, and you should remember that we are not a body, we are only a soul and a part of that God, and if there is a God who created us, then we should try to meet him and get absorbed in him. This world is an illusion created by God. We saw that Arjuna was unable to take a decision. Whenever we take a decision, one is our mouth and the other is our actual action, and in this game we are not able to do what is our real work and which helps us to move forward on the path of success in life. Let us understand this with an example. Suppose you go away from your home to some other city for education or job. If you have to go for a job or to fulfill any of your goals, then you will have to give up the attachment to your family. Similarly, in every decision, you should keep in mind that which is more important between your attachment and your actual action. We will discuss what is the biggest reason for our problems and what is their main solution. Friends, the most important reason for our sorrows is thinking about our own desires. When we think about our desires, after the passage of time we try to fulfill them, and when these efforts fail, then anger arises inside us, and anger is such a thing that no human being leaves his body before leaving it, then you will suffer from it in the rest of your life. How can you achieve true happiness? You will always find yourself surrounded by problems because this world is only a shadow of your own. Now you can think that how can one achieve success by not having any desire in life? You can earn your name. About this, Lord Sri Krishna has said that first of all you have to recognize your karma, i.e. what is important for you to do which will help you in achieving your goal, and then expect to succeed or fail. How to do your work without creating fear in your heart, because you will feel that it is not you but God himself who is doing this work, and similarly your courage will never break because you will feel that it is not you but God who is doing it. Third chapter, Karma Yoga. In the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we will know what are the two things which can help us to achieve success in this world. We will also understand what we are and how we create things in our mind. How can we control our emotions? How can we give up our bad habits and achieve our desired destination? Arjuna asked, is knowledge more important than action? You are talking about becoming a monk, but still advising to fight. Please tell me whether I should choose the path of knowledge or the path of karma. Sri Krishna replied that, in this world I myself have given two types of yoga. One is Gyan Yoga and the other is Karma Yoga. You are a human being and you have to fulfill the deeds of your body completely. You can't give up, you have to do things every day, just like you have to eat and breathe. And if you try to stop your desires in any way, you will never have any doubt that you are able to fulfill your desires. You will not think about it. It means that you will definitely do the work knowingly or unknowingly because you are a human being and you are also bound by your religion. Hence for you the path of karma is better than the path of renunciation, i.e. Gyan Yoga or Sankhya. Instead of yoga, there will be Karma Yoga. Therefore you should think that it is not you who is doing this work, but your body is doing it as a slave of nature. Do your work according to yoga without desiring the result, because if you consider yourself a doer of your own work. If you don't agree, then I will become your doer, and when I become your doer, I will give you all the comforts and facilities that you need without even asking. If you enjoy the comforts and kingdom without working hard, then you will become like a thief, and you will never be able to meet God, i.e. me. You will not be able to get absorbed in me. Just as great people eat not to eat, but to live, in the same way you too fight not for the result, but for the good. O Arjuna, you are the best among human beings. You are grown up, so whatever you do, your children or all future generations will do the same. Arjuna, you look at me only, I am God, why do I need to do any work? But I do my work because the soul of man is mine. So there is a small part, and as I do, man will do the same, and in this way the whole creation will be destroyed. If someone does not support you or even speaks ill of you, then you just keep doing your work without saying anything to them, and by doing this, that person will also start doing the same as you after some time. There is no one in this world more foolish and unhappy than the person who thinks that he is doing his own work, and such fools are never paid attention to by knowledgeable people. Therefore, O Arjuna, you too should not bind yourself in the bondage of this karma and fight this war without any hope, without mercy and repentance. O Arjuna, your own religion and actions should be considered better and greater than the religion and actions of others. Even if there are some shortcomings in following our own dharma and karma, Arjuna again asked that if man is a part of God, then why does he commit mistakes and why does he do bad things? Sri Krishna said that man wants to enjoy the pleasures of the body because his nature is the same, that if his wish is not fulfilled then he gets angry, and just as fire is not visible because of smoke, similarly because of anger and lust. Man does not see his karma, religion and God, and due to this, in anger and desires, man loses control over his senses and mind, and even without wanting to, he commits bad deeds and mistakes, O Arjuna, always remember that from this body its senses are more powerful, its senses are more powerful than the senses, the mind is more powerful than the mind, and the intellect is more powerful than the intellect, and you, that is, your soul. Therefore, O Arjuna, if you control your intelligence with your soul, your intelligence will control the mind, and then the mind will control your senses, and the senses will control your body, i.e. your bad deeds. Friends, if we look at the things said by Sri Krishna in today's environment, then the results in this world come from two things, knowledge and karma, i.e. knowledge. And if we combine both the things in today's world, then for us action is as important as knowledge. Knowledge does not mean that you pick up and read anything, rather knowledge means that you know it the most. First know what are your goals, what are your abilities, and what are your problems, and what is your planning to reach your goal. By combining all these, this is your knowledge, i.e. knowledge. Apart from this, you have to keep one more thing in mind, that you are not a body. You are only a soul. Your soul means you are your own good and bad. Feelings are much higher than your thoughts, and if you think like this, then your problems will definitely go away and they will seem very small. As we move ahead in this chapter, we will learn about another path. Sri Krishna says that we should never have this, we should not think that we are doing the work. We have to think that God is doing it through us, and when we think in this way, there will be two good effects in our life. First, you will not have any tension regarding the result of your hard work. And secondly, you will start working harder by stabilizing your mind. Instead of all the words, you should understand that you never have the right to be happy or sad on the results of your actions, because according to the teachings of Sri Krishna, man has to you only have the right to do your work. Along with this, think about how you can free yourself from any bad habit. It can be explained in very simple words. You should consider yourself a small part of God, i.e. soul, and after this when you control your mind through inner meditation, i.e. through meditation on yourself, and through mind you control your mind, and then when your mind controls your physical senses, then there will be nothing difficult in giving up bad habits. Chapter 4 Gyan Karma Sanyas Yoga, i.e. the effect of Saguna God, and the subject of Karma Yoga. From the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we come to know when and in what form God comes to the earth, and even how knowledge can be obtained from the Guru, and why knowledge is necessary. Sri Krishna said to Arjuna, O Arjuna, I had told this great Gita knowledge long ago, but with time that knowledge has been lost. On this Arjuna asks Sri Krishna, please tell Krishna, you are now in the present tense, so you are very, how can this be done in earlier times? Sri Krishna replied, O Arjuna, you do not know how many births you and I have had. When the existence of religion in this world is in danger, then in human form to destroy unrighteousness. I come to this earth and after doing my work, leave my body here and go back. Just as a disciple loves me very much, in the same way I love my disciples very much. Although I have created this world, I do not think that it is my. Therefore, while doing any work, a man should never think that he is doing it. The man who does his work without being beyond the fruits of any work and happiness and sorrow, he is the greatest one who does not have any ego on his body. Only the person who controls his senses is the best, and Arjuna who cannot be happy on this land is not happy anywhere. Therefore a man should recognize his guru and control his senses and try to serve him by leaving his people. They should do this so that they can learn from him that knowledge by which even the biggest sinners can take refuge in me. Just as fire burns dry wood, in the same way the knowledge received from the Guru removes ignorance. Only the one who has faith in me and always has faith in me can attain me. Therefore, the person who has dedicated all his deeds and himself to God through Karma Yoga can never be tied in the bondage of his deeds. Arjuna, you also understand from the knowledge given by me that it is not me who is doing the work. Friends, it is clearly said in this 4th chapter that whenever humanity is destroyed, there is a lot of negative energy in the people, till then God will not appear in any form. It is also told in this that if you want to learn something from someone, then first of all you should have respect for that person, there should not be any greed, and there should not be bad feelings, and this knowledge should be obtained. Why is it necessary for us to do and learn, and what is the reason for it? If we are in any field, then it can be naturally told that we have to get knowledge from the Guru of that field, and knowledge is the way by which we can achieve our goals in this life. And in that life you can meet your God. Chapter 5 Karma Sannyasa Yoga. In the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Sannyasas has been described, and we will know how to achieve our goal and how our body binds us in laziness. Arjuna has said, Sri Krishna, I am still not able to understand whether karma is good for me or renunciation from actions. Then Sri Krishna replied, look Arjuna, renunciation and karma, they can be two different paths, but both the goal of all is the same, and that is God. The person who does not allow his mind to wander, who even after doing work, understands that he has done the work. He has not done this, but God has done this, and the person who considers all living beings as part of the same God, merges with God after death. A great person does every action of his to clarify his thoughts and for the benefit of others. God never encourages people to do bad things. Rather, people themselves do bad things due to their anger and attachment, and then their results are ensured in the same way. I just give their reward back to them. No matter how much you enjoy your body, its desires are still not fulfilled. Therefore, Arjuna, an intelligent person like you should not indulge in the desires of the body. The real value of this world lies in the one who has given up his anger before the destruction of his body. The one who works for the welfare of all living beings, whose mind is not engaged in any work and who concentrates his wandering mind at one place and remembers God, that person is happy and is also loved by everyone including God. Arjuna, these senses, mind, intellect, desire, hope, fear and anger are your enemies. Leave them, friends. Our body always wants to be comfortable, but have you ever thought that what would have happened if there was no soul in it? We often think only of our body. We assume our identity, we say this is my eyes, this is my hand, and when our body tells us to rest we go to sleep. But can you imagine that the body has become heavy on your intelligence, so you have to understand that you are a soul and you have to run your body with your intelligence. Friends, the paths shown in Bhagwat Gita unite humans with God. If you adopt all these things in your life, then you will be one step ahead towards fulfilling your dreams. Friends, as it has been said that it is very important to control the mind to achieve God, in the same way you have to control the mind to achieve your goals in life too. It is very important. Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 Self-Restraint Yoga. In the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita we will know what a yogi is and how to become a yogi, i.e. in today's life. That person who wants to do something important in his life. Along with this, we will also know what happens if you work very hard in this life, but still your dream is not fulfilled. Shree Krishna said that only the one who gives up his worldly deeds is not a yogi. It means that a yogi is the one who gives up his deeds. A yogi moves towards the soul. His path leads to success, no matter what difficulties he has to face. A yogi is successful in achieving his goal because his mind is towards God. He is a person who does everything worth doing. He who fulfills all the rituals with complete sincerity and does not long for its fruits is called a real yogi. The person who conquers his mind has no need for anything else in the world and whose mind keeps wandering here and there. It is not easy to achieve anything in this world because our dear mind is our companion, and if we become its slave, then it becomes our biggest enemy. It does not happen, and the one who has equal compassion towards friends and foes, Mahatma, sinners, living beings, etc., is the real identity of a worthy person. Therefore, O Arjuna, when this kind of yoga bhava comes, then without any hope, without any fear in your mind, he should make a friend and devote himself to my meditation. That yogi takes proper diet and sleep only as much as is necessary, which is important for our physical and mental health. This type of yogi always remains firm on his words like a lamp in a calm breeze. The law is stable. Whenever his mind wanders, he should control that desire and control his entire mind, and when the yogi comes to this state of complete meditation, then even the biggest sorrow cannot bring him down from his place. Arjuna said, "But Krishna, this mind is very impatient and fickle." Then Sri Krishna replied, "Yes, it is true that it is difficult to control the mind, but also remember that with repeated self-confidence and yoga practice, even the impossible can be achieved. It can be made possible. In this way we control our mind and lead our life towards greater success." Arjuna again asked, "O Krishna, if a yogi does this by remaining determined in meditation, but in the end, due to some reason, if his mind starts wandering, will all his efforts go in vain?" Sri Krishna said, "No, Arjuna. It is the right of every soul to continuously move in the direction of God. If for some reason the yogi does not meditate, even if he deviates from it, he experiences happiness and joy for many years in the world of virtuous people, and there even that yogi who has become corrupted in meditation gets the opportunity to spend time in happiness. Then the soul of that yogi who got corrupted in meditation, then she is born again in the family of the same virtuous person, and in this way the journey of her soul starts from the same place where it had ended in the previous birth. In this way she moves towards a new form and a new life from God. One tries again for union, that is, the yoga done in the previous life never goes in vain, but a yogi who makes continuous efforts gets freed from his life cycle in this very life and merges with God. A yogi is free from penance and scholars. Therefore, Arjuna, you also become a yogi because the one who is the best yogi is also my favorite. Friends, every person who has a dream of doing something big should become a yogi like Arjuna. Yogi is that person. One who is completely with emotions, who does not pay attention to the thoughts of others neutrally and always works hard to fulfill his goal. But friends, no path of life is completely complete for anyone. This thing should always be remembered, that if a person dies before his dreams are fulfilled, then his hard work is of no use and his dreams remain just dreams. Why does this happen? Then the answer lies in the fact that this is the secret thing which Lord Sri Krishna has told in this chapter, that if you are working hard and you have gained a lot of experience and acquired a lot of knowledge, still you are not reaching your destination and due to some reason you are facing failure. Even if you die or you grow old to fulfill your dreams, even after your death, you will get happiness in heaven according to your deeds and when the balance of your good deeds is over. If you go, you will come back to earth again after taking birth, and your birth will also be in such an environment or house in which you will not have to work hard to get the level of knowledge of the previous birth. You will get it automatically, and then you will have to get the knowledge of the next one. One gets a whole new life again. Not only I, but Lord Sri Krishna has also said this while talking about yogis in the 6th chapter of this Gita, and he has also made it special for those people who really work very hard. Friends, you are listening to the essence of complete Bhagwat Gita on true life spiritual knowledge. If you are liking the supreme knowledge, then do write Jai Shri Radha Krishna in the comment, and if you are learning anything from this video, then do like the video. Subscribe to the channel and set the bell notification icon to all. Let's move ahead. Srimad Bhagwat Gita Chapter 7 Gyan Vijayan Yoga. In this chapter, which is the knowledge of God, we have been told how God controls the world. This information has also been given about which devotees are most loved. But this question arises in the mind of all of us, that why man is not able to recognize God. Lord Krishna, while answering this question, says that, O Arjuna, now I will tell you that thing, knowing which you will not wander in search of any other knowledge in this world. Out of thousands of people, there is only one person who searches for the knowledge of Brahma, and he achieves it only by trying, and among thousands of such people who try, only one can attain my love with faith and dedication in my love. I have two forms. One is the human form, which has earth, air, water, fire and sky, as well as mind, intellect and ego. The other is the form of consciousness, which has the cycle of creation and also time. I am the one who continuously moves the water, Omkar, the moon, the sun. I am all the holy books of the earth, the bright fire of the intellectuals and the penance of the ascetic, the holy deeds of the religions, the time of different times and the strength of the strong. I am the people of this world with worldly qualities. I am trapped in bondage. That is why I am not visible to anyone in my true form, and in reality these worldly qualities are also my illusion, but the person who breaks this illusion and becomes my devotee is trapped in the web of illusion. Foolish people cannot take refuge in me. Any devotee worships me in 4 different ways: someone who desires attainment, someone who remembers me in times of sorrow, and someone who already knows me, but among these I love him the most. I like the knowledgeable devotee who does this. These 4 devotees are kind, but it is as if the knowledgeable man is my form, and among the knowledgeable devotees, that person is also included who has helped me a lot. It has been believed in all the births, and even after death, their soul merges with me. Those devotees who worship a deity for the fulfillment of any wish, I make that deity in their faith, and that devotee ultimately attains that deity. It is said that the duration of this fruit is limited in time. If any devotee makes any kind of effort to worship me, then I make him my own, whereas on the other hand, those fools who consider me to be born and die do not attain me. I know the past, present, and future. However, people without faith cannot know me. Those devotees who leave worldly attachment and illusion and worship me by practicing high deeds, become free from death and merge in me. When if you set any goal in your life, then after the passage of time there can be a possibility of forgetting that goal because there is too much concern about various thoughts and actions. Lord Sri Krishna has told that a person trapped in the trap of Maya forgets God. And in the same way, many times they forget their important goal, and they feel that the goal they have set is useless and useless. They think that life is only for having fun. Who knows whether I will live tomorrow or not? And a person having this kind of thinking has been called a fool in the Gita, who does not even know that this destruction or this distraction is only experienced by those who work hard, and most of the people remain locked in this distraction, whereas on the other hand, only the person who works hard continuously without getting distracted can achieve success and his mind gets peace. Chapter 8 Akshar Brahma Yoga. In this chapter we will know what God is and how he can be achieved. What are and what is the reason for this world? We can learn all these things in this chapter. Arjuna asked, O Krishna, what is Param Brahma? What is the nature of spirituality? What is karma? How does this world run, and who are the gods? Therefore, in this chapter, Answers to all these questions of Arjuna have been given by Lord Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna says that the reality of living beings is spirituality. Karma is the sacrifice made by us in the past, the result of which we get in the present. In the same way, our actions or sacrifices done in the present give birth to the results we will get in the future. I am the one who decides this world, and when a person, at the last moment, keeps the same feeling in his mind and keeps his attention fixed on the same feeling, when one leaves the body, he attains the same feeling. That is why those who remember me always come to me. Therefore, Arjuna, you also meditate on me, and by fighting, you will find me only. Those people always remember me, they easily come to me. Come, and those who come to me, their cycle of birth and death ends, all their sorrows end forever. According to Srimad Bhagwat Gita, 1 day of Sahasra Yuga Ahar Ya Brahman Vidhu i.e. Brahma is equal to 1,000 Mahayugas. According to this, 1 day of Brahma is 4,032 crore 100 years. Similarly, the duration of Brahma's night is also the same. The entire world is created in the morning of 1 day of Brahma, and at the beginning of the night itself, that world is created again. It gets absorbed in Brahma itself, and in this cycle the cycle of rebirth continues continuously, but those who are my devotees soon get freedom from this cycle. Therefore, O Arjuna, I tell you the two paths by which people can either attain salvation or they have to come back to this world again. When there is sunlight, Shukla Paksh is going on and sun is in Uttarayan. When the Karmayogi who is about to leave the body comes to me forever, and when it is night, Krishna Paksh comes and the sun is present in Dakshinayan. At that time the Karmayogi leaves his body and goes to the other world and enjoys happiness there for a long time, then he has to come back to the world. Only a yogi. Only by understanding this secret, one can leave the attachment to the fruits of all actions and merge into the Supreme Brahma. Now if we look at this chapter in today's time, then those people who want to make their goal memorable forever, they have to work very hard. Because as told by Sri Krishna, the cycle of this world is very big and people keep coming and going, but those people who have unique determination in their life have to become Gyan Yogi and Karma Yogi. 1 day of Brahma is very long. This means that this universe has existed for a long time and will continue for a long time, and our life is very much in front of this universe. It is small, so we should not let it happen that we get lost only in our dreams and the day of Brahma becomes evening. Adhyay na Raj Vidya Rajag Yoga. This chapter connects our mental and spiritual life with his nature and divinity, and his the middle teaches us to maintain balance. In this chapter we will also know what happens when we worship different gods and goddesses, why do we do so, and what are its consequences. Sri Krishna says that man who worships me, they do not have faith in me. They come and go in this world again and again to suffer. I create and destroy this world again and again. I am the one who gives fruits to human beings according to their deeds and gives them rebirth, but I am not aware of my work. There is no pride. I do not get trapped in the bondage of this karma. Even while doing all this, I do not believe that I am doing anything. People are trapped in my web of illusion and are unable to understand me, and have useless hopes and useless works. People who do this are always bound in this world. They read the Vedas and worship me to attain heaven. They enjoy the happiness of Indra's heaven, but their happiness of heaven lasts only till the time their human beings remain alive. The virtues of life do not end, and when their virtues end, they get the opportunity to be born again on this earth. But those who consider God as everything and give up the fruits of their deeds and love them continuously, I not only fulfill all their needs but also always give them a place in my shelter. Those who worship the earth and ancestors have less knowledge and they come back to this world of death. Therefore, Arjuna, if you do anything and if someone gives alms, then do it by remembering me, then he will receive it from me. For me, all the loved and the unloved are equal. Even if someone is very cruel, be it a woman or a man, a king or a beggar, he will surrender himself to me. One can cross this infinite ocean. Thus if you offer yourself to me, then only I will be attained by you. Friends, in this chapter Sri Krishna says that any devotee who worships any god with true heart and respects that god. Chapter 10 Vibhuti Yoga. This chapter is very important because in this chapter Lord Sri Krishna discusses his divine form in an important way and shows Arjuna his glory. This chapter it tells us how God is present all around us and how he can be experienced in our lives. Well, you have heard many times that God is like this, God is like this, he is everywhere. He is in every particle. Sri Krishna says, O Arjuna, you are my true friend and love me, so now I give you my real introduction. No one knows about my birth, but the one who knows that I am never going to be born and never going to die is the best. The most knowledgeable person is knowledge and foolishness, truth and falsehood, happiness and sorrow, mind and intellect, creation and destruction. creation and all feelings including insult. In reality, I am the only God. Whatever God is worshipped in this world, it is actually I, friends, in this chapter. God has shown us that He is present in every aspect of our lives. He is our ideal, sun, moon, air, fire, wealth, knowledge, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Indra, Garuda, Yamraj, mathematics, Gayatri, mantra, season, spring, determination, devotion, victory, strategy, secret, silent and manifest in countless other forms. God has also told us that He has no end. He is infinite. He is immense. He is in every aspect of us, and it is not in our power to know Him completely. Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, "O Arjuna, know me completely for you. It is of no use. Just know that this world runs only with a small part of me, that is, there is no place where God is not there." Sri Krishna has also said that it is not necessary for Arjuna to know God completely, nor will they ever be able to know Him completely. Friends, if we relate it in our life in such a way that just as God has said that I am infinite and you know only as much as is necessary for you, in the same way you too should know your life. Do not waste your time and energy in those things which are not necessary for you, which are different from your karma. Concentrate only on the things related to your actual karma so that you can achieve success and mental peace. Chapter 11 Vishwar Roop Darshan. In this chapter, Lord Sri Krishna gives Arjuna a glimpse of his divine form. This scene makes Arjuna experience the greatness and wonderful form of God. In this, we get to know about the vast form of God. Arjuna says to Sri Krishna, "O Krishna, all my doubts have been removed by the knowledge given by you, but if possible, I want to see your great form." Then Sri Krishna says, "O Arjuna, but I cannot see all this through the eyes of these humans. You will get it. Therefore I give you divine eyes to see all this." Friends, what Arjuna saw after this cannot really be imagined. God had neither a beginning nor a middle nor an end. So much light was emanating from that form that even if thousands of suns were combined, it would not be enough. Arjuna could see many worlds merging into Sri Krishna. Then Arjuna folded his hands and said to Sri Krishna, "O God, I am you in your body. I am able to see all the gods and all the human beings, but in your body there is no beginning, no middle and no end. You have all kinds of weapons, all kinds of light and sun, of heaven and earth. It seems as if the entire sky in the middle is filled with you. Many groups of gods are entering you and many people are standing with folded hands in fear. Seeing your form of fascination with infinite hands, legs, stomach and eyes, I along with the entire creation am feeling distraught. I am even able to see the Pandavas and the great warriors of the entire Kaurava army vanishing into you. This monstrous form of yours is giving infinite energy to this entire universe. O Krishna, who are you in so many forms? I am telling you how to recognize." Then Sri Krishna says, "I am everywhere and I am the time. I have already written the death of all these warriors. You are only the reason for their death, so I am the one who kills." Hearing this, there is a little fear on Arjuna's face. It was visible, but Arjuna said with patience, "God said after seeing this form of yours, now I understand why Yogi Maharishi worships you as if you are a soul. Why do you worship him? You are above truth and untruth. It is difficult to explain this form of yours. I don't have words for this. You are the sustainer and destroyer of this world. I salute you from every direction. Accept it because there is neither your beginning nor your end. I bow to you with millions. O Lord, I am afraid that in ignorance I have called you my friend. Krishna has said, and many times I have made fun of you in front of people, I was not aware of this truth of yours. Therefore, if possible, please forgive me, just as a father forgives his son. In the same way, please forgive me, O Lord, yours. Seeing this form, I am happy and also scared. So please give me darshan of your famous four-armed Vishnu form in which I have a desire to see you with your crown, chakra and mace." Then Sri Krishna says, "O Arjuna, I have seen you. On your request, I have shown you a form which no human being has seen till date nor will ever be able to see. Don't get so distraught and scared after seeing this form of mine, and now I am fulfilling this wish of yours." Now you seeing my four-armed Vishnu form, Lord Sri Krishna thus showed his four-armed form to Arjuna and strengthened his courage and also removed Arjuna's anxiety infinitely. Now Arjuna says, "O Krishna, now I get satisfaction by seeing this form of yours." Then Krishna said, "Arjuna, even the gods wish to see the four-armed form that you have just seen. This four-armed form can be seen through any yajna, penance and Vedas, but Arjuna, who is my ultimate devotee like you. In the end, only I get it. That is why you have been able to see this form. Friends, from this chapter of Gita you can learn even in today's time that if we work hard with true heart, then many times after achieving success, we feel that we have worked so hard, and when success comes and then we feel that this is too much, I had not worked so hard. And friends, this is a virtue of great people that they work hard, but they also one does not realize how much hard work one has put in. This is the great thinking of great people. Chapter 12 Bhakti Yoga. In this chapter God tells us that only through devotion we can achieve Him. We should show faith, love and dedication towards God. From this we learn that we should try to increase devotion and love towards God. The person who stays away from all kinds of pleasures and sorrows, clothing and friendship, profit and loss, attachment and desire, all kinds of seasons, and protects all living beings as one. He who sees with equal perspective and who completely controls his mind and senses, attains supreme bliss. He who considers criticism and praise alike, who can live at any place with any food, that devotee is for me. He is very dear, and even among those who selflessly perform their deeds for me. Those devotees who engage in service are the best for me. In this chapter we are also taught that we should try to learn from our past experiences. A student or a person who wants to do something important in his life should eat less and eat less and eat less every day. Must be with kind of emotions. How to achieve one's goal should be thought only, and it can be achieved only when we have faith, love and dedication towards God. Chapter 13 Area Department Yoga. In this chapter God gives us soul. And let's talk about the difference between the body. Our soul is beyond the body and we should understand it. It teaches us that our soul is more real than our body and we should live together with it. From this chapter we get this knowledge. This is how the results of our actions are created. Sri Krishna tells us that this body is a field. Just like a field is a field, in the field we sow seeds and they bear fruits at the right time. Similarly in our life also we do our actions. Sow the seeds of, and we get its fruits at the right time. Hence the body has been called kshetra. This kshetra and the knowledge of kshetra jaya has been interpreted by scholars in different ways, which includes the 5 great elements, mind, intellect, ego and all the senses as well. Happiness, sorrow, consciousness, body, patience and disorder are also included in this. Sri Krishna says, I will answer you what is the supreme knowledge. Whatever quality a human being has, it is not worth being proud of. We have no right to torture any living being. We do not have the right to harm others. We should have a sense of forgiveness towards others. We should serve our guru. We should have simplicity in our mind and speech. Our mind and all the senses should be completely controlled. We should not let ourselves get carried away by any emotion. We should have children, life partner, home and wealth. We should not be attached to others. We should be equally tolerant of good and bad and should stay away from people who are selfish with others. We should purify our minds in solitude and remain completely dedicated and focused on God. O Arjuna, now I will tell you about the Supreme Brahma, who is omnipresent, with all the senses, without the senses, and despite being without qualities, He is with all the qualities. He is in all the living and non-living. He is both distant and near. He exists but is still unable to know. He creates life like Brahma, nurtures like Vishnu and also destroys like Shankar. Despite existing in different times, He appears to be the same and in the same time. It is also of different types. It is the great illusion of Maya. It is the supreme and resides with all the living beings in their hearts. But even after this it is worth knowing that, O Arjuna, this nature and man also have no beginning. This is because love and hatred and all the 3 qualities which are actually created also come from nature itself, and the senses that do the work also originate from nature itself. A man born from nature enjoys the qualities of nature, and the essence of these qualities is his. Birth and death are fixed. In this way, whoever knows the knowledge of man and nature attains me even while doing work, and every man attains me, the Supreme Soul, in his own different way, and those who are retarded are the ones. By listening to this knowledge and knowing my nature, they too become free from the mortal world. This chapter teaches us that our lazy self outside our body is our real soul and we should live together with it. Chapter 14 Guna Traya Vibhag Yoga, i.e. of qualities. Importance. In this chapter, God explains about the qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sri Krishna says, O Arjuna, now I will tell you about those 3 qualities of the world which bind the soul to the body and knowing which any person can find me. These 3 qualities are Sattva Guna, Raju Guna and Tamo Guna. Sattva Guna is the best among all the qualities, and it is related to knowledge and happiness. It arises from desire and attachment, which is formed in action and its result. Raju Guna makes a man do work, and makes him, it does not allow one to remain undisturbed. It arises from desire and attachment. Tamasic Guna burdens a person and hinders him in laziness and sleep. These three qualities affect the nature of man. As Sattva Guna increases, there is peace and knowledge in the mind. When Rajagun increases, then there is a feeling of greed and selfishness in the mind, and then Tamagun increases. There is darkness in Tamagun, and a person can experience loss of morale. It is possible to control these three gunas, which when a person knows about these three qualities, then he becomes free from the world by performing his duty, and after becoming free, he attains the Supreme Brahma. Friends, these three qualities are important in everyone's life. If you are working hard with the hope of positive results, then it is not certain whether you will be happy or you will become unhappy. Hence from this chapter we will learn about it is learned that we should develop Sattva Guna, which is a symbol of peace and wisdom, which leads to spiritual progress in our life, and from time to time we can test our qualities and improve them. Chapter 15 Purushottam Yoga. In this chapter Lord tell us about the nectar of soul. Our soul is bigger than our body. Shree Krishna says that our soul is indestructible and our actions in this world affect our future. We should be aware of this and understand that we get the results of our deeds in our next birth. So we should understand Sattva Guna, Rajaguna and Tamo Guna and try to maintain their balance. The soul leads us towards liberation, and we should choose our deeds carefully so that everything can be taken in the right direction. Only in this way we can attain the Supreme Brahman and can recognize the God inherent in every person. From this chapter we learn that we should try to increase the Sattva Guna, and we should try to reduce the Tamagun and Rajagun within us so that we can move forward in the direction of success in our life and liberation of the soul. Chapter 16 Dwasa Sir Sampada Vibhag Yoga, i.e. differentiation of qualities. In this chapter, God tells us about the divine and demonic nature. Explains that people with divine nature give priority to religion, truth and love, whereas people with demonic nature move in the direction of ego, anger and hatred. Sri Krishna says that people with divine nature keep their mind pure and remember God. They bear happiness and sorrow equally. They follow religion and never hurt others. They do not have ego and they consider everyone equal. People with demonic nature filled with contradiction, anger, attachment and ignorance are enmity and destroy people. They cause trouble, they disrespect religion and do bad deeds. They always remain in delusion. We should understand that by following the divine nature, we can liberate our soul, whereas by following the demonic nature, we can get trapped in the bonds of delusion. From the chapter we learn that we should follow the divine nature and avoid demonic nature. From this chapter we also learn that we should follow Sattvikta and move towards mutual respect, religion and peace. We should not move towards Rajas and Tamas because these can trap us in bondage. Chapter 17 Shraddha Vibhag Yoga, i.e. importance of Shraddha. This chapter is an important chapter of Bhagwat Gita which teaches us about the importance of Shraddha and Dharana. Shraddha means faith is, and it is of utmost importance in our life. In this chapter God tells us that we should do our deeds honestly and be firm in our convictions. We should become role models for God and follow Him with faith. This will help us in our happiness, peace and success are achieved in life. Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, O Arjuna, we should do our deeds in the right way and dedicate them to God. Faith and our past deeds make our life complete and make us devoted to God. It gives us a feeling of love and faith. Therefore only with faith we can achieve success, and we should dedicate our deeds to God. We should have true and heartfelt faith in our life because it gives us ideals and respect which ultimately our life is improved. Chapter 18 Moksha Sannyas Yoga. Friends, in this chapter we have been told about the mutual relationship between renunciation, and hence this chapter becomes very important because the path of renunciation also leads to attainment of salvation. Now how can she go? Let us know in this chapter that actually renunciation are the same. You will get the essence of this entire Gita book in this thought. Hence you should listen to this chapter carefully. Arjuna has asked the question, O Krishna, I know renunciation. If you want to know about it, please tell me about it. Sri Krishna said, O Arjuna, in this world, some people call renunciation of giving up the fruits of one's actions, and if one gives up the results of one's actions, then it is called sannyas. Some people call all the actions a fault. People say that they should be given up considering them to be full, and some people say that one should never give up yajna, penance and charitable deeds, Therefore Arjuna, now you leave me. Understand renunciation and renunciation very well. First of all I will tell you about renunciation, and these renunciations are also of three types: sattvic, rajasic and tamasic, yajna, penance and charity. These three are not worthy of renunciation but are done without the desire of results. Yajna, penance and charity are called sattvic tyag, that is, the work and religion done in the scriptures which does not have any fruit or attachment is called sattvic tyag. If any action is sacrificed for any other reason, then it is considered tamasic. Sacrifice is called renunciation. The person who neither loves nor hates any work is a true renunciation. No matter how hard the human body tries, it still cannot completely give up the work, just like breathing, hence the body is free from the work. Leaving aside the fruits of actions is the only true renunciation. Those who do not give up the fruits of their actions in this world, the fruits of their actions do not leave them even after death. That is why giving up the fruits of their actions is the only true renunciation. Those who do not give up the fruits of their deeds do not choose this path. The fruits of their deeds remain with them even after death. Hence we should ultimately give up the desire for the fruits of our deeds. Friends, if you have learned anything from this video, then do write Jai Shree Radha Krishna in the comment. Like and share the video and subscribe the channel and select the bell notification icon on all.